Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. First, we'd like to start by apologizing for missing our Sunday preview. We had a ton of schoolwork, and Shakar was still crying about the Seahawks losing to the Rams. But that's over with. We've seen a mostly green day today. It is Tuesday, so we just want to start with giving you a quick update on our previous predictions. So we had Etsy and Square. Like we mentioned before, they kind of moved together, but in the past week, we've seen Etsy has had tremendous growth, whereas Square has just it's stayed pretty consistent. So Etsy's up 12% on the day, 19% on the week. That's not bad. Whereas Square hit an all-time high January 8th, and then they had a slight pullback, but overall they are up, I think a percent or two on the week. Moving forward onto Fubo TV, we've seen huge growth. So if we look at the 3-month chart, we can see steady increase leading up to mid-January where they hit an all-time high. And I think it went from like $20. It went, as you can see, it went from around $20 to $60, right? Incredible growth. And then we experienced pullback, and it's natural pullback. So, as we mentioned, I think 2 Sundays ago, put this stock on your radar, on your watch list, okay? And we didn't mention, but we should have. There's a natural support around $26, maybe a little lower. As we can see, we found support around $24, and it's gone back up. Chikari, do you have any other information to add on why it went up?
Yeah, so today had a monster day with a growth of above 34% on the day because they announced that they acquired Victory, which is a sports betting platform, and Fubo TV will launch a sports betting platform in 2021. So.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Tesla, our next stock. Tesla, our update. Shakar, what do you have for Tesla?
So, like we said last week, where I said that they beat the quarter 4 deliveries estimates, and they were just 450 vehicles shy of the 500,000 vehicles. But I still said to buy it, and I expected to go up, and it surely did. It actually made Elon Musk the richest man in the world, which I believe ever since last Friday he was. And it's up over $100 around or $100 in this past week. Other than yesterday, so if you account from the last 11 sessions of trading, it's been straight green, other than yesterday.
Exactly. And as far as the future, what do you think? Is right now a good time to buy, or do you see a pullback and just a natural pullback in the future? I guess what I'm asking is, could you give our viewers a sense of when is a good time to buy? What's a good price point?
Well, yesterday is what we experienced, which was a natural pullback. It went from, the 880 where it closed to, I believe, like 811 or 813, but now it's all the way back at 850. I think yesterday would have been the perfect time to, because that, that's when the pullback was. But earnings are coming up, so I would honestly try to get in, now before, because, I think the quarter 1 earnings are going to be spectacular, and it's going to go over 900. And the earnings is, I believe, January 27th.
Okay.
So
great information.
Yeah.
Moving on to NIO, another EV company. Obviously, they had NIO Day on Saturday. They released a ton of information. Shakar, would you like to cover a little bit about that?
Yeah, so they announced that their new sedan, which is called the ET7, I believe, and it has 620 miles per charge, which is, I believe, more than Tesla's. So that brings up, the competition that we talked about last week. And also they had a partnership with NVIDIA to perform self-driving cars.
Yeah, and that's huge. And then another quick fact to add is that they released that their sedan would go 0 to 100 miles per hour in just under 4 seconds. 3.9 seconds. I think that's pretty impressive for a sedan.
Yes, that's very incredible, and I like to see the competition, and hopefully Elon can come back with something soon. But
yeah. Another thing we learned on NIO Day was that they have introduced their battery swap, and they've given us a little bit, They've given us the logistics of how their battery swap is going to work and how it's going to change the game. So as we know right now, Tesla, they are not doing a battery swap. What they do is you buy the car, you charge it, you buy a home station. Whereas NIO, they're going to give you a battery, and then if they upgrade the battery, you can go ahead and you can get the upgrade, and it will be compatible with your existing car. So not only will it lower the price of your initial car, but this will allow you to pay a month-by-month sort of a lease on the battery. I think it will completely change the game.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely will. I mean, you're talking about switching and swapping batteries. It's crazy technology that we're going towards, and I mean, I really think for NIO to hit the home run and like really really scare Tesla is if they expand to Europe and the United States.
Exactly.
That will be a crazy day.
And I think that's their next step.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, exactly. So another NIO update is our price prediction. Last Sunday, we predicted that NIO would be at $54 by the end of the week on Friday. By Friday, they were at around $59. And on Tuesday, now they're pushing 63.
Yeah,
63. So we're very happy with our NIO hold, and I think we only see green days ahead. Although we should warn that we could see some natural pullback, and if we do, buy in. That's a great time to buy in, and this is for educational purposes only. Do your own due diligence. But if we see a pullback, that's the time to buy in.
Yeah, I mean, I think my long-term prediction for NIO, I think by the end of 2021, is $120.
Wow.
Yeah.
$120 end of 2021. That is Shakar's NIO price prediction.
Yeah.
It is a little bold, but I think it's realistic.
Yeah, I think it's very realistic for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Next, Bitcoin. Super volatile. I mean, in 1 week, in less than a week, it went from an all-time high of around $41,000 per share or per Bitcoin to $31,000. So we saw it drop 10K in the matter of just 2 days. So just crazy volatility. What are we seeing? Is it going to continue to be volatile? Are we going to see? Is there any support? Is there a support number we should look for?
I mean, I guess a good number to see is that I don't think it broke 30. Like the lowest it's ever went was 30. But I mean, this is just a healthy correction. It's just a sell off by just retail investors. These big institutions aren't worried. I think, and you also shouldn't be worried. I know people are going crazy right now, but including myself. However, I strongly believe in Bitcoin, and I think it's time to buy right now, and we should be looking to hit around $52,000 in the next couple of months for sure.
Wow. Okay, and I completely agree. Yeah. And then to add on to Bitcoin, we have Marathon Patent Group, and Shakar's been telling me all about Marathon Patent Group and how it moves with Bitcoin. What do you got to tell the folks?
So the ticker is MARA, and basically it's a stock, and it's a company that mines Bitcoin. So basically, I believe on January 5th or January 4th, the stock was around $11, and now it's all the way up at 23. And basically, it moves up with Bitcoin. So now that Bitcoin is a little bit on a downtrend, I think it's a great time to get into Mara. Because when Bitcoin does hit that 50,000 mark and it keeps going up, so will Mara. So I think it's a great stock to add to your watch list and perhaps buy. So
yeah, it's reasonably
cheap
priced. Yeah, so you can just put a little money into it and
$100.
See what happens. Yeah, exactly. Our next and final stock is it's an IPO, so it's not a stock yet, or it's not a publicly traded stock yet. And for beginning investors, IPO's initial public offering. So Coinbase announced that they will be going public, and they announced this mid-December. They have not given a specific date of when they're going to go public, but we both predict it's going to be sometime in it will be sometime in 2021, my prediction personally is sometime around Q2 of 2021. What do you think about Coinbase as a service, as a platform? What do you see for them in the future?
Well, I use Coinbase for my Bitcoin holdings, and I think it's a really great app. And just the fact that you see that it's gonna IPO is a good sign for cryptocurrency as a whole. I think it's gonna be something that it's worthwhile to check out, and it's definitely gonna be on my radar and my watch list.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. We will be back with a Sunday preview. Although we should warn, it might look a little different because I'm getting my wisdom teeth pulled Friday. But nevertheless, we will be back with the Sunday preview. And see you next time. Thanks.